Good morning. I am Dr. ابراهيم Drouish, an assistant professor at the Department of Translation at اليرموك University. Today we're going to talk about a little bit about the fields of translation, but before that, let me tell you that if you ask a student, first year or second year student, about the definition of translation, most of the people or most of the students would say that translation is transferring meaning from one language into another, right? I mean, to me, it's more than that. I mean, you cannot transfer, let's say, only a language, because language is more than, let's say, the linguistic system, okay? You transfer actually the culture. Okay, so you take language as a package, okay, and everything with it, okay, culture, civilization with the package itself. This is why when you, let's say, think about the importance of translation through history, okay, you would find that, I mean, the main role of translation was to bridge gaps between civilizations and cultures. We translated from the Greeks, and they translated from us during the medieval, let's say, period, and so on and so forth. So when we transfer, let's say, culture from another, let's say, a modern civilization, okay, we take, let's say, we translate in many fields. We translate technology, we translate science, we translate, let's say, medicine, and so on and so forth, okay? This is why we refer to these as fields of translation. Okay. Now, one of the fields of translation is, called the technical translation. Okay, and I mean, when it comes to technical translation, people would think again, okay, that technical translation has to do only with technology, right? But I mean, technical translation has to do with every field of translation as such. Okay, why? Because I mean, even sports. Let's say tourism, politics, etc., etc., etc. All of these fields could be technical when we talk about the technical vocabulary involved in that. Okay. Now, the great thing again about being a translator, okay, you're lucky because you are the Department of Translation, because here, okay, you learn a foreign language, and hence, okay, you become acquainted with other cultures. Okay, and supposedly, okay, as most of the linguists would claim, that you would be more tolerant because you would be more open-minded, let's say, than other people who are monolingual in one language. Okay, so this is, let's say, the main advantage of being a translator. Now, a translation, okay, it could be, I mean, to some people it's science, to some people it's a gift. Okay, actually it's both. Okay, so you have to have a gift in translation, and also you have to get your necessary training in translation practice in order to become a good translator. Okay, now talking about the training. Okay, now in different fields of translation, such as technical, political, economic, literary, religious, and so on and so forth. Okay, now the important thing is to be familiar with all of these subfields of knowledge, right? Now, how to become, let's say, familiar with these subfields of knowledge? By reading, okay? Just read and read and read in different fields. Read about sports, read about politics, read about technology, read about religion, and so on and so forth. In this case, okay, when you read, I'm talking about reading in a foreign language, okay? So if you're translating between English and Arabic, you should read, okay, in both of the languages, all right? It's a good idea to check, let's say, the news article in a Rai newspaper, and then to check it at in the let's say the Jordan Times, because and compare and contrast between the two things, right? Yeah. So that's it actually when it comes to let's say fields of translation. Yeah. Bye.